In the silence before dawn, when the world still dreams and the horizon glows with possibility, a voice whispers inside you, a voice often drowned by doubt, overshadowed by fear, and buried under the weight of the everyday. That voice is your giant, awakening. It speaks not in timid syllables but in thunderous conviction, reminding you that within your chest beats the heart of Edison testing filaments until sunrise, the vision of Ford sketching the Model T on a napkin, the unwavering resolve of Lincoln standing alone at the foot of history's precipice. Today, you will answer that summons. Today, you will ignite the spark that transforms every ember of potential into a blazing inferno of purpose. Mindset. It is the soil in which every dream is sown. Imagine a barren field, cracked and desolate, hopeless. Now imagine a single seed, thrust into that arid land, nourished by relentless belief. That seed is your purpose. You water it with focused thought, shelter it under the canopy of certainty, and watch as green shoots of possibility pierce the earth. Your mindset is not a passive backdrop, it is the architect of reality. When doubt creeps in, remember how Henry Ford dared to mass-produce automobiles in a world that scoffed at horseless carriages. He redefined what was possible by simply refusing to accept the status quo. You too can cultivate that unbreakable mindset. Whenever your inner critic snarls, silence it with the knowledge that every titan of industry, every revolutionary thinker, built their empires upon the foundation of unwavering belief. Belief. This is the torch that lights the path through the darkest woods. Belief is not a wish, it is a declaration. It is standing atop the scaffolding of a half-built skyscraper and declaring, "This will rise." Remember young Walt Disney sketching mice in a small garage, convinced that his cartoons would one day ignite laughter across the globe. Belief fueled him through bankruptcy, through rejection, a force more potent than any market research or trend report. If belief were a muscle, you would become the strongest being on earth. So flex it daily. Speak your vision aloud as Edison spoke of electricity illuminating the night, until the vibrations echo in your bones. Let belief become your breath, sustaining you even when the winds of adversity threaten to extinguish your flame. Clarity. Picture a ship cutting through mist-laden waters, without a compass, it drifts. Clarity is your North Star. It reveals not just the destination, but the precise coordinates of your intention. Steve Jobs didn't merely want to build a computer, he envisioned a digital revolution that placed the power of creation in everyone's hands. His clarity was so profound that obstacles folded beneath his resolve. To cultivate clarity, ask yourself, what is the one thing that, if accomplished, will make everything else fall into place? Condense your ambition into a single crystal-clear sentence. Inscribe it on your mind's eye and let no distraction scatter its focus. Vision. Once clarity carves the path, vision paints the landscape in vibrant color. Imagine Lincoln staring across a fractured nation, daring to see a United States bound by liberty, not shackled by division. That vision was a bridge between the broken present and a brighter tomorrow. Your vision must be equally grand. Do not settle for incremental improvements, imagine the world reshaped by your contribution. See the ripple effects of your success, the jobs created, the minds inspired, the lives transformed. Vision is both compass and canvas, it guides you and expands you, urging you beyond the edges of what you once deemed possible. Purpose. Vision without purpose is like a ship without wind, still. Purpose injects meaning into every action. Remember Carnegie, who funneled a fortune into libraries, believing that knowledge empowers the humble to rise. His purpose infused wealth with compassion and ambition with benevolence. Your purpose should resonate in your core, echoing through every fiber of your being. It might be to heal, to teach, to build, to innovate, but whatever it is, let it be so profound that the mundane tasks of daily life become stepping stones, not stumbling blocks. When purpose drives you, outworking the competition becomes an act of joy, not a chore. Discipline. The giant awakens, but without discipline, it staggers. Discipline is the ritual, rising before dawn, rejecting the snooze, honoring the commitments you made when your fire burned brightest. Recall Edison's relentless experiments, over 1,000 failures before the incandescent bulb shone. Discipline gave him the endurance to persist when hope flickered. Your discipline is the drumbeat that keeps your march steady. It whispers, show up, do the work, day after day, even when your soul aches. It transforms fleeting inspiration into unbreakable momentum. Action. Dreams remain dreams until you act. Henry Ford didn't theorize cars into existence, he forged assembly lines, recruited workers, faced the cacophony of skeptics, and moved steel. Action is the muscle memory of greatness. It is the difference between admiration and realization. Break your vision into tasks so concrete that procrastination can find no harbor. Each sunrise, attack at least one of these tasks with unrelenting ferocity. The world honors those who do, not those who dream alone. Gratitude. In the roar of action, pause to breathe in gratitude. Gratitude is the lens that transforms every setback into a lesson and every triumph into fuel. Consider Thomas Edison's comment after another botched experiment, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Gratitude allowed him to view failure not as defeat, but as indispensable feedback. Give thanks for the challenges, they are the whetstones sharpening your capacity. Give thanks for the circle of support around you, each mentor, each critic, each ally molds the giant within. Adaptability. The world shifts like sand beneath your feet. What soared yesterday may falter tomorrow. Adaptability is the lifeboat in turbulent seas. Look to Lincoln again. When democracy itself fractured, he navigated uncharted political waters, shifting strategies to preserve the Union. You must remain fluid, pruning strategies that no longer serve and embracing new tactics. Seek knowledge ceaselessly, remain curious like a child, unafraid to pivot. Adaptability does not betray your vision, it steers it through the ever-changing currents of reality. Resilience. When storms strike, the giant stands firm. Resilience is not mere endurance. It is bouncing forward, fortified by the conflict. J.K. Rowling was rejected by a dozen publishers before Harry Potter became a cultural phenomenon. Her resilience emerged from her belief, her vision, and her refusal to let a closed door define her destiny. Your resilience is summoned whenever adversity visits. Anchor yourself in meaning, lean into community, and remember that diamonds form under pressure. Each trial compresses you into someone stronger, wiser, more compassionate. Learning. The giant never stops growing. Learning is the forge that tempers your steel. Edison devoured books, Carnegie read voraciously, Ford studied countless factories. Choose books, mentors, experiences that expand your horizon. Ask questions fiercely. When you make a mistake, and you will, extract every lesson. Make learning your daily habit, for knowledge without action is idle, and action without knowledge is blind. Fuse them, and you become unstoppable. So now, in this sacred moment before the world awakes, rise. Let the echo of your giant's heartbeat dismantle the shackles of doubt. Let your mind be the workshop of infinite possibility, your belief the thunderclap that awakens dreams, your clarity the North Star guiding every step, your vision the canvas upon which you paint tomorrow, your purpose the fire that fuels your every breath. Discipline your days, act with ferocity, pause to give thanks, adapt to the shifting landscape, rise with resilience, and learn with insatiable hunger. And when the sun crests the horizon, let it witness the unveiling of a new you, a force of nature born from the alchemy of thought, belief, purpose, and action. The world will not simply observe, it will feel the tremor of your arrival. Unleash your inner giant today, and watch as the impossible bows before the unstoppable.